Thomas Cole was the founder of an art movement that we now know as the Hudson River School, which was the first major art movement in America. And it started with Thomas Cole in about 1825, when he was just 24 years old, and extended into the late 19th century. So it dominated American visual culture for over 50 years.
Olana is one of the most magnificent places in the country. It's Frederick Church's home and studio and 250-acre designed historic landscape. Frederick Church was a founding figure of American art. His mentor was Thomas Cole.
What we've done with this project is we've taken the two founders of the Hudson River School and connected them. The Hudson River Skywalk is a literal connection, a trail that you can walk on. It's 3 miles one way, 6 miles, a really good workout if you do a round trip. It's this true connection and trail that is open to the public now for their enjoyment.
The connection of these two sites is so fantastic because they've been linked by history, and they've been linked by themes and by stories. And Thomas Cole, when he was in his 40s, had this young student, Frederick Church, who was still a teenager, and he took him over to the place where Church would later build Olana and showed him this magnificent landscape. And so these two places have been intertwined throughout the centuries, and now people can think of them in the same breath. They can visit them in the same day. They can walk between them.
The Hudson River Skywalk concept began in 2015 when Olana and the Thomas Cole site had a collaborative exhibition called River Crossings: Contemporary Art Comes Home. And we were celebrating the opening of that exhibition. The Bridge Authority folks were invited and present.
These two artists are on opposite sides of the river, only divided by our bridge.
This bridge is really a tourism asset and should be promoted as such. It had a walkway on it, although a walkway to nowhere. You couldn't go anywhere once you got to the other side, but nonetheless, a spectacular experience.
It was at that moment that the people in the room who had, hatched the whole idea of river crossings began to see that this could be the future of a new combined destination. Many partners came together understanding that it's art and art history, that we have a historic treasure right here. That's what motivated us all to get together and work for 2-3 years.
It was an uphill challenge because on the Olana side of the bridge, it's a very busy intersection with lots of highways coming in all directions. And we talked about it for a long time. How would we get people over this busy intersection? What could we do? We talked about a bridge or a tunnel. It became a beautiful park with a circle and crosswalks, benches, a sitting wall. Instead of a place that you zoom through, it became a destination to stop and appreciate the beauty that was there.
The public can come and walk across the Hudson River Skywalk, experiencing the three-dimensional versions of the paintings of the Hudson River School. It's also a significant new economic engine for our region. The goal is to really create a new tourist destination that will be nationally known, if not internationally known, that will draw people from around the world and around the country to this region. And this region we're defining as the city of Hudson, Olana, across the bridge to the Thomas Cole site, and then to the village of Catskill. So the Skywalk is really a great thing in the sense that it builds on that infrastructure to create connection between peoples and culture and history.
The Hudson River School is a loose affiliation of artists as well as the writers that inspired them that had a thought that they shared, which was that these landscapes here are national treasures, and that the beauty and the nature that we see all around us in this country was something that we should celebrate and something that could be lost. They shared this belief also that by being in nature, it was a healing experience. It was something that we as a country should experience more, and it could cause our spirits to be lifted. It could cause a moral uplift in the citizens of the United States, and it was something to be proud of as a country. I think what's so exciting about what's happening now is that we've heard it. We've heard this message, and we do realize that this is precious and that it's ephemeral and it's easy to lose. So projects like this, the Hudson River Skywalk, brings attention to the fact that this is here. It is still available to us by the efforts of so many people. Scenic Hudson, New York State, Alana, Thomas Cole. So many people have worked on making sure that this beauty is still here. And this is an opportunity, it's a giant platform to appreciate it from.